So back to the discussion. Now the other binaries we'll talk about are Lange and Parole. Remember that there will be other definitions that will follow about Lange. Now structuralists, one after the other, one starts criticizing the other, then another starts criticizing the previous one. So definitions keep on changing of Lange and Parole. But we are beginning with the basic, which is what Saussure initially called. Saussure initially gave the definition of each of them. Sorry. So Langue and Parole is about the same language. Now this is about how you perform language. This is about the performance of language. Also remember this performance word is not from Saussure. This performance word was later used by Chomsky. Not burdening you with words, let's come quickly back to the discussion of Langue. Langue Parole is the third part of the discussion. This Langue he referred to as the grammar of a language, the syntax of a language. Syntax means what you follow in a language, the rules. Also answering the question of Romana, coming back to it, is that a language always follows certain rules. I'll give you the examples. How? A grammar is always followed in a language, only not in poetic language. So we'll not go into poetic language yet. We'll do it bit by bit so that there are no confusions. Who gave the concept of poetic rules or poetic license? Where does that come in from? So Lange, he says, is the basic underlying rules that you follow when you speak a language, when you learn a language. These are the underlying structures. Now in English, the underlying structure of language is S plus V plus O. And this is not the same in all the languages. The Langue is different in all the languages. Why do we say S plus V plus O? This is like if we say, give any example, the girl is boxing. Though I'm breaking one rule here, which is the breaking the rule of feminists will be very happy about this, but I'm not. So the girl is boxing is breaking one structure, which is the structure of patriarchy. We'll come to that too. How do other theories follow from structuralism, be it psychoanalysis or feminism or post-structuralism? How does all that follow from structuralism? This is why I pick up structuralism first in order to understand the rest of the theories. So in the girl is boxing, the girl is S, is V, and boxing is also a verb. This is the auxiliary verb, and this is the main verb. And if you add if we add the girl is boxing with her pillow. Here, I did not break the rules of patriarchy. I brought her back into the system of patriarchy. She's only boxing with her pillow. The pillow becomes object. So this is S plus V plus O format followed in English language. This syntax means grammar means rules. This syntax is followed in English. And this is the basic Langue, that you do follow certain rules in order to make any communication possible. This is only not followed in poetic language. Only poetic language does not follow. Secondly, one more thing, where it's not followed is in parole. because parole is the opposite of Lange. Now, if Lange is the grammar, the syntax, the underlying structure, he opposes it with parole, which he refers to as individual expression. Individual expression means if S plus V plus O is common and basic to the language, why is your language not same as mine? Why doesn't Arnab Goswami speak the same English that Nidhi Razdan does? Why doesn't any speaker from Al Jazeera speak the same as any Indian news reader speaks? If this S plus V plus O structure is the same, one wants to communicate the same language, एक ही चीज हो रही है, say बर्फ बहुत ज्यादा हो गई, ठीक कहीं पे, and the same news is coming on all the news channels. Logically, it should be the same since they are using the same language. And since they are using the same language, it also follows that they are also using the same grammar. Grammar means they are following same rules. The resultant effect should also be the same. How does it follow that it is not the same? Not all channels or all newspapers write the same news piece, even if the news is the basic idea behind the news is the same, the expression is not the same. Can you tell me why? How does this happen?